So the truth is out regarding Will Duffy, the man who's put together this final experiment trying to prove the globe earth theory. It turns out this pastor who's pushing this observation and citing it as an experiment, it turns out Mr. Will Duffy is actually a billionaire, which really doesn't do him any favours at all, because rather than go to Antarctica and potentially get an inconclusive observation because of bad weather, Will could have become one of the most famous people on Earth by chartering an aeroplane, which he's a billionaire, should be a walk in the park for him as far as the finances are concerned. Will could have chartered a plane, taken more flat earthers and globe earthers to Antarctica. Not only that, could have flown straight over, circumnavigated his globe earth theory from north to south, do something that no one has ever done. So putting himself in the record books, destroying the flat earth with his circumnavigation of his globe earth, and that way wouldn't be too dependent on the weather for his observation, which he's citing as an experiment. No, Will, why didn't you do full exploration and do a full circumnavigation of your globe earth? And in doing so, you'd prove your globe earth theory. Very strange stuff, I'll tell you. And then when you add to the fact that the people who are going to represent the flat earth in this experiment that's being cited as an observation, the people that are going from the flat earth side are people that have got a history of thinking they were going to star in a documentary. But what actually happened, they starred hugely in a mockumentary. So we've got people who've got a history of being mugged off going now to Antarctica when really they didn't need to anyway. This guy's got £1 billion. He could have paid for a flight and taken loads of people, circumnavigated the globe earth, sold the rights to various other people, made his money back and more through advertising. But no, it seems like Will wants to do a stargazing thing, and he's going to take the people who have already starred in what should have been documentaries but turned out to be mockumentaries. Can you see where this is going? Looks like a setup to me. I've never promoted a map or a model, and I've never made claims about things I can't test and verify for myself regarding the Earth, okay? Which means I've never made a claim about a map, never made a claim about anything going on in the sky in Antarctica in the winter months. Never. Which is why there's no clips or debunks or exposés out there of me saying one thing and then going totally against it. I only stick to demonstrable reality. That is all I need. That's all you need to destroy the globe. So what is going on here? Is this a big setup to destroy this map, and in the eyes of the gullible masses, with the help of the mainstream media, prove their globe earth? Not that they ever will, because it's impossible, but in the eyes of the naive, by refuting this, potentially with an observation. The minds of the naive now will suddenly think the globe earth has been proven. No! The globe earth theory is impossible. That isn't even up for debate. That's just a demonstrable fact. Been stated many times. No one's ever refuted me, because they need to literally change reality. And they can. So what is all this about? Now, if I was, as you know, they like the powers that shouldn't be like to control the opposition. And what they've done, they've got a history of setting up an opposition to whatever it may be. In this instance, the flat earth is the opposition to the globe earth, and this map is what's cited as the flat earth, the alternative model. So what these people have a history of doing, and what would be the perfect way to do it, would be to big this map up for 10 years in your algorithms, get certain personalities to buy into this map, to get certain personalities to push this map, And once you've got that wrapped up after about 10 years of pushing it through the algorithms and certain characters, adding to that by holding back, that's if there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. Let's just say there is. I'm not claiming there is, let's just say there is. You hold back all the uncut footage to set a trap for the flat earthers to make these claims. Finally, you get them to go there, and let's say there is a 24-hour sun. Doesn't prove a globe. Far from it. Just destroys a map which was sold to certain people back in the early days anyway, which a lot of people saw the problems with that map by buying into a product that they hadn't tested and verified for themselves. But others ran with it. So is this a huge setup to make certain people and the flat earth look ridiculous yet again? I'm starting to think so. Because if this was about proof of a globe earth theory, our billionaire friend here would have chartered a plane and taken loads of people, sold the television rights, could have got loads of people involved, and it would have paid for itself, destroyed the flat earth, of course, if the globe earth was true, which is not, which is why rather than charter an aeroplane and circumnavigate the globe north to south, proving to all that the earth is a ball through exploration rather than observation. But no, they've gone the final experiment route, which is an observation cited as an experiment. Very suspicious of all of this. Like I've said many times, all you need is demonstrable reality. But let's just say you're one of the people that's promoted this map. And this map has attachments now to the words flat earth and attachments to anyone, in the eyes of the gullible, the mainstream media believers. This map's attached to anyone that does not believe in the globe earth theory. That is how the psychology of the mainstream believer works. They're not too savvy. They don't have discernment. So is this another hit piece to put a final nail in the coffin of the propaganda version of flat earth? Seems that way. And like I said, the people who are accepting to go there, to Antarctica, to look at this observation, which is being cited as an experiment, have already starred in, at least 2 mockumentaries that I've seen already. So it's like the pieces of the pantomime puzzle have been put in place here. If this was genuine and about really proving a globe earth, our billionaire mate here would have chartered a plane. I'll leave it up to you to decide what you think's going on here with this silly charade. Billionaire pastors coming out of nowhere. Not chartering flights. No. Pushing observations of things in the sky and then citing them as experiments. Dear.